Hey there, hey there. Well, I'm doing pretty good. I am ready to run this wonderful game, this masterpiece of a video game. This is Dementium 2 HD. It was originally a Nintendo DS game and it was ported over to the PC in glorious HD. And it is incredibly broken and hardly works, and I love to speedrun it. Joining me is my two wonderful commentators. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hello, I am enbyzee.
And hello, I'm BigScared. Excited to be back.
I'm excited to have you back. Yes, wonderful people, and this is a wonderful game. Now, if you're wondering, am I going to be confused because I haven't played Dementium 1? No, you will not. Am I going to be confused during the run? Yes, you will. Would it have made more sense if you picked up all the information and watched the cutscenes? No, it also would not. This game makes no sense. I love it so much. Anyways, time is going to start when I click on easy right here to start the game. So I'll count it down. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I'm going to start out just by saying that I kind of wish this game were just a game about a man that had a hand coming out of his mouth, and you just play the game, and that's the mechanic. That's the gimmick of the entire game.
That would be incredible.
Well,
so my cell door turned into a guillotine, so I had to leave. These are the zombies that moo. Just so you know, these zombies moo in this game. That's what they do.
I mean, I thought that's what zombies did.
Yeah, I thought all zombies mooed.
Contrary to popular belief, it's actually a rare thing that's brought on by being created by whatever dev team created this game. And they did a good job. Renegade Kid, this is amazing, and I love your zombies that moo. We're gonna do a glitch pretty fast here. In this room is going to be some adrenaline on the table. Adrenaline makes you go faster, makes you kind of do everything a little bit quicker. We're gonna pick it up, and over here, we're gonna use it. We're going to save our game, and we're immediately going to load that game. Now we have infinite adrenaline. It's amazing.
Boom, easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna play with eyeballs.
Yes. First boss battle. Not many games are bold enough to give you an immediate first boss battle.
It's true. I love this boss's luscious lips, personally.
There we go.
Now that was a really good pattern for this boss. It has a wide variety of RNG-dependent moves that it could do, and it didn't once hit us with the long attack, so that was actually really lucky.
It really was. Okay. So to kill these enemies, I'm trying to come, stand behind them when I swing, or slightly to the side, because when I swing, they fall into my weapon and it gets them for extra hits of damage. So you don't get that so much coming from the front, because when they get hit, they fall backwards a bit. So they take more damage falling in that way. So you want to have a bit of a positioning on them when you strike. And we'll just run past these guards again because they cannot catch us.
No, they are far too slow. They obviously do not have infinite adrenaline.
No, they do not have infinite adrenaline whatsoever.
Hands behind your head.
That actually, so I've run this game and I've never even thought about that. If you don't have infinite adrenaline, will they actually catch you?
No, they still can't catch you.
Okay, never mind.
They can only catch you if you stand still. That's about it.
That sounds right. Okay.
Fantastic mechanic.
It really is.
Hey, we're outside. Isn't this cool? Okay, we're back inside.
Yes.
You know what else you can find outside? Frogs.
True.
Do we have any frog facts?
So we don't have frog facts or frog puns yet, but we do have $50 from Alien Crustacean that says, gotta get hopping on this frog mode incentive. And you know what? That was a frog pun. I lied. I'm so sorry for lying to you. I didn't even register when I read it in my head.
Listen, it happens, and I thought it was a beautiful frog pun nevertheless. Thank you. Let's try to get frog mode happening.
Exactly. Let's hop on that, just like Alien Crustacean said.
I can't wait for us to leap into the action.
Yes.
Very much so.
Now, I teased this enemy during Astrid's previous run in the marathon for Trepang 2. There's our Lost Smoke monster, except in this particular appearance, in its lengthy list of appearances, this one will take us to a place that is lovingly referred to as Thunderdome, where you gotta fight to survive. So we don't want to go there typically. I like it because I think it's cool, but it's not effective for a speedrun at all.
Yep. Basically, if you were trying to run this game and try to get a good time, if any of those things catch you, that's like a reset point because you're losing at least 40 seconds going to Thunderdome. That's if you do it like perfectly.
Yeah, it's a major time loss. Definitely not something you want to do. Getting into this tunnel is incredibly difficult. I just want to point that out. It is so hard.
Be either. It's just a normal thing in the game. It's like, it's not necessarily like, I didn't do any sort of speed strat there at all. It's just hard to get into the tunnel because of the game being the game. It's great. Yep. That is the end of chapter 1. If we've got some donations, it's a good time to read them.
You betcha. So we have $25 from Bardic Feline. It says, yo, watching quietly from work when I can manage, which sadly means I can't hear the commentary, say la vie. And I couldn't help but notice we are a ways from meeting the frog mode incentive for Haunting Ground. So here is a modest offering to help make that happen, because frog costume is the best outfit in the game. Also, Toy Huey, yes please. Also, congrats to Jay on that gorgeous Dread Run and the PB. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that donation. That was beautiful.
It was. Gotta solve this puzzle because this is a survival horror game after all. Need to have puzzles. There's actually quite a few puzzles that we skip in this. But that's one of the ones that we have to do. We're assembling pieces to a weapon for no reason, because we won't use it, so we just kind of have to. We save here. This is a really important save. Z, if you would like, I'd love if you explained why.
Absolutely. So we saved there because we are currently going into a little section where we are going to gather some information. We're going to gather a 3-digit code for a door. However, that once you discover that code, you know what that code is, and you no longer need to be over here. So we're just going to load our game, erase all of the stuff that we already did to get that code. But because we already know the code, it doesn't matter. We just walk across the little area there and then input the code.
Yep.
There we go. There's the load. Walk outside.
Now, dear viewers might be asking to themselves, if it's a code that you can know, why even go get it? And that's because this has so much RNG that the code will always be random. All of the number-digit codes in this game are completely randomized, and so you have to go get them every time RNG is reset.
However, there's only a possibility of anywhere from 001 to 999, or I guess 000 to 999. So, like, if you wanted to try an RNG force it, you could.
Technically, yeah.
I think you could do it.
There is one puzzle that we will be doing a bit of RNG guesstimation on. It has a much more limited pool of responses, and of course, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yes.
Yes.
Astrid loves that.
I love that Z, who's joining me, and Gulch, who may be in the chat, are responsible for inflicting this upon me. So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're so very welcome. I'm so glad that Gulch and I could bring you this RNG.
Real
just
quick, we just
right at the
passed
end.
$300 out of the 2,000 that we need for that frog mode. Keep it going, chat.
Go.
Incredible.
Let's go.
All right. So we picked up this doll. We need this doll because the doll gives us a dagger. It does not make sense. So the reason I point that out is because ultimately we're doing this to get into a room that tells us a code to get to another door that we have to open a little bit later. But you need the dagger to open that door. Otherwise, we could actually out of bounds our way to get to the code, but we need the dagger. So, yeah. That's the doll, and for some reason we put the doll down there. A dagger is just in it. There is a cutscene there, and the cutscene does not make it more clear where the dagger comes from. It's magnificent. Here is second boss fight. Looking for the red eyes, and then I shoot the red eyes when I see them. Pretty good RNG so far. There's a number of attacks this boss can do that make this fight take longer. Like this one.
Astrid, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's it like to have good aim?
No you.
That's incredible.
Perfect response.
We didn't even really get to see the boss there. Typically, in a more casual setting, she would be super aggressive, up in your face, doing these slashing attacks. But because Astrid has immaculate aim, she was able to keep the boss at bay and at a substantial distance.
Yeah, that was really good RNG that we got on that boss, to be fair. Really happy about that. Didn't do any of its super annoying attacks, so that helped. We
that was
now
a great
have
fight.
a long run back to the door I need to get to, so that is a good amount of time for donations.
Absolutely. We are getting some really great frog content.
Excellent.
So we have $10 from Q. It says, I was told that frog puns were needed, and I had to hop on in and give it a go. Thank you for that. We also have $5 from a very famous celebrity, Handsome Frog. Handsome Frog says, Handsome Frog here. Did you know frogs hibernate? Well, this Frost Fatales, I will only be dreaming of you. Let's meet that frog mode incentive.
Love it.
Turn things up.
A few more, or?
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Excellent. $10 from the real McCradden. Says, good luck with the run, Astrid. You'll be fated to beat the RNG code first try.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And another $25 from Honey Bunny. Since Super Tuesday just happened this week in the United States, here's a related frog joke. What do you call a vote taken amongst toads? A tadpole.
Oh, nice.
Great work as always, Frame Fatale's crew, runners, and chat. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted.
I just want to echo someone in chat who has said that this game is quite riveting.
Yes, I saw that too. That's so good.
Got time for one more?
Yeah.
All right, $25 from Chief Beef 100. I started watching GDQ events as a very broke college student, but am now fortunate enough to be able to donate at most marathons. Couldn't be happier to donate during Horror Block. These frog puns are making me want to croak, though. More puns. Keep them
More
coming,
puns.
chat.
Please,
Indeed.
I love them.
And
All
apply
right.
it to the frog mode incentive.
So we're coming up on the first out of bounds here. If anyone wants to talk about how that works, because it's a lot of fun.
I'll let you take the lead, Z.
Me. All right. We are going to be going out of bounds. Isn't that exciting? However,
is.
there's one thing that can stop us, and it's a trash can.
It is.
So we will see if the trash can lord is nice to us. That little trash can that we saw is brutal. We're gonna hop up on top of this little machine here, hop on the wall. We're gonna fall down in between the wall there, and then try and get around this trash can. The hitbox on the trash can will either push us inbounds, push us off, or it will let us pass, which is what we're hoping for. So you got to see both. We got pushed inbounds, then we got pushed out of bounds. So
All right, now
this
it's got to
time,
let us by.
it'll let us by
clearly.
for sure.
I'll just go back. That was bad.
My PB for this run loses like a minute and a half because of this trash can.
Yeah. We renamed this skip from foyer skip to trash skip because, let's be honest, that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. When
All
we
right.
do get it, though, we're going to
There
be
we go.
saving the game. There you go. Nice. Saving the game in between walls. Then we're going to load the game, and we're going to hopefully...
go.
Oh, first try. Beautiful.
Yes.
Nice.
Load in this other section. Sometimes it can take a few tries, but you're going to be jumping in between walls and loading as you're saving, and then loading as you're in the middle of the two walls, and hope that it loads the other section. But we got a first try, so that was beautiful.
And as you can see, our friend is back with another invitation to Thunderdome. We're going
Yes.
to politely decline by taking a specific line into this corner here. Astrid executed it perfectly, didn't even need the extra space that nook provided. And she's on her way now that we have bones.
Yes, we needed the bones.
Yep, got to get them bones.
Okay. We are gonna just politely say no to this cutscene that explains what this big corpse is here. And that dude may have been shooting us, but it's okay. We are apparently very strong.
Oh yeah, bullets barely hurt us.
Yep. This dude was just shooting his friend in the back. That's okay. His friend is also very, very strong.
I wanted chat. Can I ask you, what did the friend do to deserve this?
Yeah. Let me
I think that was a motivational shot, so that way they could run faster.
I just jumped from one out of bounds into the save point on the other side, saved my game, and then just continued from that save point.
Immaculate.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. We're going to
And
have
way
to do
harder than
that
it looks.
again pretty soon. Please, little brain crab.
The little
I
brain
implore
crabs
you.
are so difficult to kill because they flinch back, and when they flinch back, they're basically invincible until the iframes go away.
Yeah. And their hitboxes are confusing because they change.
Yes.
It's very strange. I am going to do a safety save. All right.
A safety save in this economy?
Safety save in this wonderful marathon? Yes.
It's more likely than you think.
Yes. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to try to land right in between. That might not have been good.
It looked good. It looked good.
Okay, it was good. Awesome. And now we've loaded in the whole map because we did things correctly. And we're just going to run along here. Try to basically get to where we need to go. All right, perfect.
Nicely done.
Thank you. And we're off to the next boss. Now, I recall we picked up this machine gun. We're literally only going to use it on this boss because this boss is, and this is true, allergic to this machine gun. So, in order to get through him quickly, we'll just do this.
is
Also, I
by
have no
far
idea
my
what
favorite.
size the boss is going to be. Okay. A little bit smaller than usual.
I did not know about the size difference.
Yeah, the boss changes size sometimes.
Okay.
Now, does size impact how many hits it will take?
Nope.
Incredible.
So here is the one of the most difficult skips to master. This is actually what I want to show you, Z, because we found a way of getting this more consistent.
No way.
So first we just are gonna jump all the way up here. Do a quick jump to do this. Now, as we slide, we're gonna hold forward while we fall. That will get us there. And then if we save in the right spot, we can just have this automatically come in like that.
That was beautiful.
Normally, we'd have to try several times of loading and saving, but Trimto Azuma, who started running this game recently, found that if you do that save load at the specific spot, it'll just load in everything the way that you want to. And
was
so
incredible.
I worked on getting that first part consistent. That's even better now. And now I'm just going to throw dynamite at this very large creature heading towards us. He's a friend, you can tell. While I do that, we have time for donations.
Absolutely. Actually, instead, I wanted to talk about BigScared's run that's coming up, the Chant. We have opened up the incentive to upgrade that to Magister difficulty.
Woo!
That is $1,000 to unlock that incentive. And BigScared, since you're here, can you tell us why we should unlock that incentive?
So the run that you would be seeing otherwise is on easy mode. It's called Neophyte difficulty. It's the story difficulty, and it is the fastest category. But Magister is the hardest difficulty in the game. It means hyper-aggressive bosses, hyper-aggressive enemies. RNG is going to be much more variable. I'm going to need to collect more items. We're going to actually have to use the upgrade system. So it is a wildly different run in terms of difficulty, precision, and execution. And I hope we can unlock it here tonight.
I hope so too. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see it.
So again, that's $1,000 to unlock that incentive. We just have a couple of games between now and the Chant, so make sure that you are donating. So you can do !donate in the chat. When you're scrolling down, you are choosing that upgrade to Magister difficulty incentive and applying your donation to it.
You can do another if they've got some donations.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have $10 from Tuckles, no comment. Thank you for that donation. We have another $10 from Buggo BMR, no comment. Thank you for that donation. And another $10 from Chazamel, no comment. Thank you for that donation. And finally, $10 from Anonymous, no comment. Thank you for that donation.
Awesome. We are now going to do this out of bounds skip again. It's going to look very similar to the one that we did before. Please, game. I would just like to be up there. It would be very kind. Thank you.
It's so much harder to get up on top of those cabinets than it looks.
Yeah, like they don't want you to be able to do that.
Yeah, you're clearly not meant to.
And I want to point out that these are tricky little load save tricks that Astrid is doing, but she's making them look a lot easier than they are. It is very possible for you to move a pixel too far one way or the other and only load half of the map and then get stuck in that area. So the fact that she's executing this so flawlessly is absolutely worth celebrating.
Yeah, this has been a stellar run so far.
It's time for the floating heads.
And for some RNG.
Yeah.
I love RNG.
Big, do you have a word that you think it'll be?
Ooh, I think it's going to be fear.
If it's fear, I will cry. Very happy.
My vote is still on love.
Now, you might be asking why we're guessing words. I mentioned earlier that all of the number-based codes are purely RNG. This letter-based code is a 4-letter word. There are 7 discrete options as to what they are. Because Astrid is a fear runner, she usually starts with that. But there's a wide variety of other things it could be.
Ooh.
Z, what's the list?
Ooh. Oh, you're asking me the list? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Fear, Eden, envy, hate, holy, love, lust.
Beautiful. So we got it second try there.
Yes.
That was really nice.
Which means we're cooking with gas now,
That was
as they say. Greatest host at Frostfade House. You can
Oh
hit
my
us
gosh.
with some wonderful donations while I fall down some holes and stab monsters with knife.
Absolutely. So we have $50 from Chris. And shout out to everyone involved in the stream. You are acing it. Thank you so much for that. And real quick, so that we can try to get that Magister difficulty met, I would like to expand our category of puns to include bug puns, because flies, there's a lot of flies in the chant.
There are.
There's so many flies. So I want bug puns. Like, why did the boy throw the stick of butter out the window? Because he wanted to see a butterfly.
Yes, I love this one. That's so good.
I want your best puns. I want your worst puns. I want any kind of pun you can think of. Puns are the highest form of humor. Hit me with your best shot.
We are very close to the end of the run here.
Yes, these brains are being mean. All right. I would say that we could do 2 more donations.
Sure thing. Let's see. We have $50 from Knox. No comment, but thank you for that donation. And another $50 from Crimson Sky Wing. No comment, but thank you so much for your generosity. Chat, we just recently passed $63,000 raised for the National Women's Law Center. Let's go.
Let's go.
Keep up that great work.
And we are in the final room before the final boss.
We are. We're also taller than we're supposed to be because sometimes you start floating in this room for no reason.
Yep.
So we're hovering above the ground. This is a great video game, is what I'm trying to tell you. And
I was going to ask, are we floating because we're bigger like that boss was?
Yeah, we're just more mighty and more powerful, basically. I'm gonna quickly reload, and then we're at final boss.
Final boss time. Here we go.
Oh,
we need
good
to shoot
RNG
this
for the first
green
attack.
gem, and that is the best attack that we can possibly get because we get 3 shots on it. This one's good too. We get 2 shots here.
This run is gonna end really early. My goodness.
Now,
One
in
shot
true
there.
classic survival horror fashion, our final boss here is a weak point boss. It's not glowing red eyeballs, but it is beautiful green orbs.
Yeah. That's the worst one that it can do. Just need one more shot. All right, time is coming up in a moment, just right when I get to the end of this hallway. And time.
Let's go.
GG.
GG's.
I'm actually really
Congratulations.
curious what my time was because that was a pretty good run. That was really good.
Yeah, let me get a second for that to be
Snatched into the mirror.
updated.
You hate to see it.
All right, it looks like that is a 27:09.
It's a pretty good time.
Yeah, you
So,
know, just
28?
casually beating my 27:17.
Well, I wouldn't say casually beating it. I was trying really
GG's.
hard.
Phenomenal run.
I have some things to say before we wrap up here and get going. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Frame Fatales for having me for not only 1 but 2 runs this event. That is very kind, and I am happy to have been participating and to be a part of it. BigScared, you were with me for both of those runs. I really appreciate that as well. And Z, of course, thank you for being here, and thank you for picking up this game and running it with me when I was just like, here, look at this terrible game. You should play it with me. For all the hosts, including here we have, best host, and also before we had the amazing, the immaculate, the wonderful JPEG, and all the other hosts that y'all are incredible, y'all are wonderful. Everyone who's a producer, everyone who's doing tech, incredible work. To the people behind the scenes, to also Ruby, Fu, everyone who makes Frame Fatales possible, thank you so much for doing this event, GDQ as a whole. And National Women's Law Center, please continue to donate to this cause because it is a good one. And for right now, for situations are up in the air, not only for transgender people like myself, but also for women in this country, just marginalized individuals in this country. This is a very important time to support a cause like this. So thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. And take care, Frost Fatales.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the prize corner of Frost Fatales 2024. I am Swiftaloo, and today I am joined by Ruby Hart, and we're here to talk to you about some wonderful prizes with Puff, apparently.
Yeah, we got our wonderful Puff friends.
I did not even notice that until now. That is great. So let's start with this lovely music box sent in by LM Motis. I think I pronounced that
Yes,
right.
LM Motis, yeah.
LM Motis, okay. It is so cool. I am such a huge fan of music boxes. And if you turn it, that can be heard. Oh, kind of.
This absolutely gorgeous music box plays some of the music from the soundtrack of Chrono Cross,
Yes.
which is absolutely gorgeous.
It's beautiful. And it's only $10 minimum donation, which is, my goodness, I love music boxes. They're so wonderfully crafted. And we don't only have that as a Chrono Cross or Chrono sort of themed prize. We also have this amazing Chronotorious album.
So let me go ahead and talk to you about this actually. So this one's really cool. So this album, Chronotorious, it came out in 2013 and this was made by Bad Dudes. And it specifically is a remix anthology based on music from Chrono Trigger. So, and it's widely lauded as one of the best remixes of the Chrono Trigger music that exists. So this is also a $10 minimum donation for a really, really amazing album. So the same amount if you want the Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger beautiful musical pieces that we have.
Yeah, I really wish I could win the music box. I really wish I could. But that's not all. Ruby, I know you were very excited to talk about this.
Okay, so the next prize that we have, I was very excited about because I actually have some of these at home. So we have a save button tin with a Control-Alt-Delete cups with tray. So they look like the basic buttons that you have on your keyboard, but if you actually flip them over, they're these beautiful cups. My friends and I usually use them either as teacups or they're great for like dips and salsa. So if you're hosting people, you just flip them over and have them across the table. So
I was wondering what those were.
Yeah. So they're little like teacups and you can use them for sauces and all sorts of stuff. So again, for both of these, for the tin and for the cups, it is a $10 minimum donation. This is sent to us by Auburn Moogle. Thank you so, so much for getting this into us. I absolutely adored this set. They're so convenient. They've lasted me years. Yeah, they're really wonderful.
I'm trying to position this so it doesn't knock anything over. But
Absolutely. And then after that, we have something from a game that I am learning the speed run of. I absolutely adore it with beautiful game character creation as far as the designs and so much more with the arts, the voice acting. This is a Zagreus posable needle felt doll. This is sent to us by Stabby Needles Studios.
Basic name.
Yeah, and it's a fully posable figurine with the Stygian blade. So, and the the classic build. So this is a $25 minimum donation. Stabbing Needle Studios always sends us really great stuff. So I know we had a Lady Luck figurine the other day.
Oh my goodness. I still can't figure out how they're able to make such wonderful craft work with this. Now I've never done needle felt, but I know a sort of process for it. And I just like, this is so neatly, smoothly done. It's very, very soft as well. And just the detail is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much, Stabby Needle Studios, for sending that in. That is a $25 minimum donation. We'll get you in to win that. Up next, we have something that we're both very excited about, and I'm going to need to grab here. So this is a Tunic cover art sword. It is a replica from the game Tunic, where the little fox is, wielding the sword and going around the world trying to figure out what's going on, stuff like that. It was sent to us by Evan Kilham. It is a wonderful replica of the sword from Tunic. I mean, I know I really love Tunic, don't you?
I absolutely adore it. I got the chance to play it earlier this year, and it has easily become one of my favorites. I feel like I'm looking at something that came straight out of the game.
It's so pretty. Yeah, like this. I mean, the detail on this, I love I think this is like a rope on here or some kind of wrapping.
Yeah.
That is really, really nice. I love the finish on the little mantle or handle here.
Well, so there's a lot of really great aging work that's done. So there are specific painting techniques you can use in cosplay and prop building that it looks like they've used here to add so much more depth and specificity to not only the wrapping that's on the hilt, but we also have so much more detail work and spending on the blade.
Yes.
So yeah.
It is wonderfully done. $25 minimum donation will get you in to win that one as well. And up next, we have something that is not here in studio yet, but it is the Genshin Impact enamel pins. There are different characters that are made. They are very wonderful, beautiful pieces of work on the pins, like the art and stuff. Like I saw them. It's a $25 minimum donation as well. It was sent in to us by Different Distraction Designs. I was very distracted by the name there.
I mean, it's a wonderful name. So thank you so much for sending this in to us. And I know that right now, because we don't have them physically to show you, you can't get a really good look. But look at the website. The pictures are so beautiful.
Go to gamesdonequick.com/prizes if you would like to see images of that. It is absolutely lovely. And hey, you're wrapped up under this prize right now, so why don't we talk about it?
Yeah, so if you ever wanted to watch speed runs on a warm, under a warm blanket on a sad and frosty night, or, if you break yourself in the middle of work, what better way to cozy up on a couch than with this large Faith and Frost Patel's blanket? So this is a $50 minimum donation sent in to us by Core.
Yes.
And Core makes incredible pieces. So not only does this have really adorable art of Faith, holding several different kinds of controllers from many different gaming generations, anything from PS5 to the Sega Saturn and a million other generations, but it's also made of velvet with a fleece backing.
Yes.
So if you wanted something, if you wanted to know that the materials, like I'm not just, saying this for nothing. If you wanted to know the materials could support my claim of it being soft. It is very soft.
So soft. But also, I just want to take a moment as well to appreciate the art on this, because I am a huge fan of different art styles. I know I love furry-esque art. I'm sorry, it's so cute. There's so many different different ways you can draw characters like this, and this is just so precious. Faith looks so cute here, and there's so many colors in this. Like you can see the pink on the cheeks and the purple and the blue in the eyes. And
it's just
love colors. I love colors, and this is just such a colorful blanket as well, and it's just so beautiful. $50 donation will get you in to win that one. Thank you so much, Core, for sending that in. But wouldn't be a prize segment if we didn't mention our grand prize.
Yeah, and keep in mind that all of these prizes you've been seeing, if you get in a $50 donation, that enters you to win literally everything we've talked about so far, and it puts you a quarter of the way towards this. So if you donate $200 cumulatively, throughout the course of the week, then you're entered to win this absolutely gorgeous Hollow Knight, a Queen's Garden Respite miniature. So this is one that Swift and I have been geeking about all week.
Oh my gosh. And I'm so excited because I saw on social media today, Sky Berkson was actually working on another like kind of piece of something else. And I'm just like, oh my God, seeing your just process of everything is just so incredible.
Sky's work is beautiful. And he's so humble.
Truly is.
Yeah.
It's all paper and like some of it's laser cut, some of it's hand cut. And I don't know how he did this. And I'm just still mind-boggled by it. But it's just so pretty. I mean, it lights up as well. You have all the details inside. It looks something straight out of Hollow Knight. It is beautiful.
There's
beautiful
also
piece.
a really beautiful part that we can't really show on camera here as much, but there's a small hole in the very back of the miniature. So you can actually look at the vessel from the back with the needle and everything else. It's really a gorgeous piece. So again, $200 cumulative donation throughout the course of the week, and that enters you to win this absolutely stunning prize.
Yes, and if you liked any of the prizes here today, you can go to gamesdonequick.com/donate and feel free to donate as well as if there's any incentives currently going on, make sure to tick those incentives so they get met. But also, you donate your $50, you'll be entered to win everything here we've presented today. Other than obviously the cumulative prize, which if you donate a little bit now, that adds up eventually.
It absolutely does.
Win it.
Yeah, and remember that all of these donations are going towards the National Women's Law Center, the NWLC, which is what we're looking to benefit this week. They do so much work advocating for LGBTQ plus groups, for women, and so many more. So get in those donations. For now, though, we have a Haunting Ground C ending run coming up from Miss Scarlett Tanager, and I am really excited to see that. So I think it's time to kick it back to her. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's kick it off back to the host. Thank you so much for joining us.